besties, Javell here. So today we are doing a little bit of book shopping, and then there's going to be a book haul at the end because April was such a slow reading month for me, so I'm really hoping I get some good books today. And I just finished watching Bridgerton, so I'm like really on the romance novel kick. I need a good romance book because there's no good romance comedies anymore, so I feel like the only way I can get my needs met is through a good romance book. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna go to Target and we're gonna hit up this place called Second and Charles, and they're like a bookstore. They have used books, so they're a little bit cheaper. They also carry new books as well, so I just want to go and see what they have. And Target right now is having a buy one get one 50% off sale, so I need that. So I'm gonna stop rambling and let's get over there because it's really hot today. I do not want to be outside.
Tried to show you just who I was outside of the club.
Use the right lane to take the exit onto US 360 West and Hull St. Road toward Amelia.
I've read this, such a good book.
I've been out of my head, can't get out of bed. Too much on my brain, but got it good, can't complain. It's like I'm losing my mind, and time's hard to find. What's a girl gotta do to catch a break up? When life tries to test me, I take.
This sounds so good, but why is she wearing sneaker wedges?
Get one day at a time, 'cause I was crying yesterday, but look at me today. It has been so long since I wrote a sad song. Sunshine on my face, I'm feeling okay. Nothing's in my way, I'm good.
But you guys, I got the goods. I'm really excited to show you guys everything that I got. But I'm gonna run to Second and Charles because I did buy some granola and I did buy some trail mix, and I don't want it to melt in my car because it's so freaking hot. Also, I'm like really proud of myself because I went into Target and I did not stop at the Starbucks on the way out or in. So I'm really proud of myself because we have cold brew at home. We don't need to spend like $7 at Starbucks, especially because I spent like $70 on books. Good books right here that I've been looking for are all like the TikTok books. I feel like your age. Oh my gosh, I heard about this book. Alrighty, hey guys, I'm back home, and wait, why is my hand itches? And in Jamaican culture, that means you're gonna get some money. So I'm currently back home and I want to show you guys all the books I got. So first place I went to was Target. They had so much stuff. I did go in with like kind of a list of things that I wanted to get, but then I ended up not even following that list, and when I finally remembered about my list, everything that I wanted wasn't even at Target. So I kind of just read the back of the books and kind of just went off the cover and like the synopsis on the back. So I'm gonna show you guys what I got. Okay, so I got 3 books from Target. The first one that I got is Colleen Hoover, and as you guys know, I love Colleen Hoover, and I feel like every girl around like my age group, or just every girl right now who's a reader, is obsessed with Colleen. And so it's reminders of him, and I'll just read the synopsis real quick. Okay, after surviving 5 years in prison for a tragic mistake, Kenna Rowan returns to the town where it all went wrong, hoping to reunite with her 4-year-old daughter, but the bridges I can't speak, and clearly I cannot read either. So, a young mother fights to earn a place in her child's life, but is there room for her? Is there? No kidding. After serving 5 years in prison for a tragic mistake, Kenna Rowan returns to the town where all went wrong, hoping to reunite with her 4-year-old daughter, but the bridges Kenna burned are proving to be impossible to rebuild. Everyone in her daughter's life is determined to shut Kenna out, no matter how hard she works to prove herself. But the only person who hasn't closed the door on her completely is Ledger Ward, a local bar owner and one of the few remaining links to Kenna's daughter. But if anyone were to discover how Ledger is slowly becoming an important part of Kenna's life, both would risk losing the trust of everyone important to them. So, sounds pretty interesting. I'm really excited because I always love everything that Colleen does. I mean, I feel like I didn't really like Maybe Someday, but that's because of like the storyline, not the writing or anything. But I'm really excited to read this because, you know, Miss Colleen, she knows what she's doing. And I'm also excited to figure out why the book cover is kind of like this, because all her book covers have like hidden meanings and you won't know what it means until you read the book. So I'm really excited for that. The next book I got is At Somerton, Cinders and Sapphires, and it's by Layla Rashid. And I like this book, or the cover attracted me because it looks very similar to Bridgerton, and then I read the synopsis and it also sounded really interesting. Okay, so the synopsis is, for the first time in decades, the Averleys have returned to Somerton, their majestic ancestral estate. But terrible scandal has followed Ada's beloved father all the way from India. Now Ada finds herself torn between her own happiness and her family's honor. Only she has the power to restore the Averleys' name, but it would mean giving up her own one true love, someone she could never persuade her father to accept. Rose Cliff has never met a young lady like her new mistress, clever, rich, and beautiful. Ada Averley treats Rose as an equal, and Rose could use a friend, especially now that she, at barely 16, has risen to the position of a lady's maid. Rose knows she should be grateful to have a place at a house like the Somertons. Still, she can't help but wonder what life would be like if she had been born a lady like Ada. Sumptuous and exciting, the first novel in the At Somerton series introduces two worlds utterly different yet entangled, where ruthless ambition, forbidden love, and unspoken dreams are hidden behind beautiful smiles and glittering jewels. All these secrets are awaiting at Somerton. Oh, it's hot. Okay, so as you can tell, this is a lot like the Bridgerton, or at least like it's kind of set in the same kind of like time period. And I don't know, I feel like this would just be really interesting to get into because I never read the Bridgerton series, which I still might. But I did watch the show and it's so good and it's so interesting. It's just very different from what we know, or at least what I know, or our current society. And so I feel like this would be really good, and it also seems like there's a bit of a friendship situation going on, which I always love reading about, just friendships in general. And then there's also like a little bit of romance, it seems like. So I'm kind of excited to read this. I got some Culver in my Yeti, and honestly I feel like everything tastes better in a Yeti. I don't make the rules. So the last book I got from Target is While We Were Dating by Jasmine Glory. That's such a pretty name. But anyway, this book kind of attracted me just because the characters were black, or are black, and I feel like I haven't really read any books actually with, or any romance books. I haven't read any books with a black character or black characters. So that's why I was instantly attracted. And also lately I've been realizing books with like the little cartoon covers, those books there's something special. The covers usually deter me because I'm just like, why? But like they're usually so good. Okay, I'm gonna read the synopsis real quick. So Ben Steffens has never bothered with serious relationships. He has plenty of casual dates to keep him busy, family drama he's trying to ignore, and his advertising job to focus on. When Ben lands a huge ad campaign featuring movie star Anna Gardner, however, it's hard to keep it purely professional. Anne is not just gorgeous and sexy, she's also down to earth and considerate, and he can't help flirting a little. Anna Gardner is on a mission to make herself a household name, and this ad campaign will be a great distraction while she waits to hear if she's booked her next movie. What she doesn't expect is Ben Steffens to be her biggest distraction. She knows mixing business with pleasure never works out, but why not indulge in a harmless flirtation? Okay, this sounds so spicy, sounds so good, it sounds so interesting. This is probably be the first book I read because I'm so excited. And yeah, I've never read anything by Jasmine Glory. I don't even know if this is her first book, but I'm really obsessed with the little synopsis that I just read and I want to get into it ASAP. And obviously there's like a little fake dating trope already becoming apparent, so I'm really excited for this book. It's like my first book with black characters, so I'm proud of me. Then I went to this place called Second and Charles, which my boyfriend told me about, which one of his coworkers told him about. They have used books, they have, you know, brand new books, but I do think they're a little bit more expensive than Target. I'd rather get my books there because they're a lot cheaper than, you know, me getting 2 books for like 30 bucks, where I got 3 books for like 30 bucks, or not even 30, because they were like $9 each, so maybe like, I don't freaking know, like $20, I don't know, I'm not good at math. But I did get 2 books from there, and honestly, I'm just gonna say this, I'll probably not go back there because they do like magazine subscription. Don't ask me to sign up for anything, I'm just here to get this book and go, okay? Do not. I got 2 books from Second and Charles, and these, at least this one, is really popular on TikTok. Every time I look up spicy books or anything like that, this is almost always recommended, and it is Punk 57 by Penelope Douglas. And if you ever want spicy books, I've never read any of her books before, but apparently she is the queen of spice. She's the queen of smut. So Penelope Douglas, Punk 57, and I'll read the synopsis real quick. So, where'd you go? I miss you so much. Seems like it's been forever that you've been gone. In 5th grade, my teacher sets up with pen pals from different schools. Thinking I was a girl with a name like Misha, the other teacher paired me up with her student Ryan. Ryan spelled R-Y-E-N. Anyway, my teacher, believing Ryan was a boy like me, agreed. It didn't take long for us to figure out that was a mistake, and in no time at all, we were arguing about everything. The best takeout, pizza versus Android, whether or not Eminem is the greatest rapper alive. Okay, I'm questioning their taste in music, but anyway, and that was the start. For the next 7 years, it was us. Her letters are always on the black paper with silver writing. Sometimes there's 1 a week or 3 in a day, but I need them. She's the only one who keeps me on track, talks me down, and accepts everything I am. We only had 3 rules. No social media, no phone numbers, and no pictures. We had a good thing going. Why ruin it? Until I run across a photo of a girl online, name's Ryan, high school senior, loves Gallows Pizza, and worships her iPhone. What are the chances? F it. I need to meet her. I just don't expect to hate what I find. Ryan's point of view. He hasn't written in 3 months. Something's wrong. Did he die? Get arrested? Knowing Misha, neither would be a stretch. Without him around, I'm going crazy. I need to know someone is listening. It's my own fault. I should have gotten his number or a picture or something. He could be gone forever, or right under my nose, and I wouldn't even know it. So that's the synopsis. Sounds so interesting, so excited. I'm so excited to read this book. Some of the plot kind of reminds me of Fallon and Ben in November 9th, because if you read November 9th by Colleen Hoover, you know they never exchanged numbers, but they would meet every November 9th. They didn't have any social media for each other, and so some of this kind of reminds me of that a little bit, but I'm really excited, and apparently it's very spicy, which like I feel like I'm in need for a good spicy book because I haven't read a spicy book since like March. Okay, I need it. Alright, last book in this whole haul is The Score by Elle Kennedy, and apparently she is also really good with spicy books, and I've also never read any of her stuff before, so I'm really excited for that as well. But I wish the cover was a little bit different, a little bit more discreet, because you can kind of tell what is going on in this book, okay? But I'll read the synopsis real quick. Allie Hayes is in crisis mode with graduation looming. She doesn't have the first clue about what she's going to do right after college. To make matters worse, she's nursing a broken heart thanks to the end of her long-term relationship. Wild rebound is definitely not the solution to her problems, but gorgeous hockey star Dean De Laurentiis is impossible to resist. Just once though, because even if her future is uncertain, it sure as heck won't include the king of one-night stands. Yeah, this sounds pretty interesting. I'm also very excited to read all these books that I got. I'm really excited to read all these books because they all sound so good and so interesting and so fun. I feel like May is just gonna be a good reading month for me, especially because April was such a flop, but I'm really excited, and I feel like some of these books aren't really that overly popular, so I definitely want to do a May reading wrap up, so that's probably going to be my first June video. I'm definitely going to get that done, and I mean, ASAP. But that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, any book recommendations you want me to read, or you just want to suggest, please leave a comment down below. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Definitely subscribe to my channel. I love you so much. See you guys next time. Bye.
These days I'll do anything I like. Granted for this life every day and night. When I left I told them I would get it right. Yeah, break bread and break hearts. Don't get me started now. Break up to break down. I'm getting money now.